Good afternoon, good people. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. And I'm back. Hope everybody enjoying their day. It's the weekend, the freaking weekend. And I couldn't be more ecstatic that I get a chance to get some rest. I just got alerted that we'll be working all the way through the rest of the year. We normally take breaks in between time in the meantime, but business is picking up. So that's a blessing. I'm not gonna complain. But yeah, still bouncing back from that horrible 4 years of Joe Biden. I'm gonna say it. Joe Biden had niggas on the floor. Trump got niggas up. He ain't even been in the door more than a year. He ain't even been in there a year. We already starting to bounce back, man. Got so much stuff to catch up on. Man, at least can find some work around here, man. Yeah, I'm ranting about the last administration before I get into the commentary, man. Shout out to Trump because man, we working. But anyway, uh if you didn't know, which I want to do a in studio live or video about this topic because I think it serves as such a on the surface it seems so minor and minuscule, but it speaks to such a broader topic as far as the stature and the status of the culture right now, like where we are as a culture in America, specifically Black Americans. Now, and as the title says, my initial reaction to Stephen A. Smith and Jasmine Crockett fiasco. So, if you didn't know, Stephen A. Smith on his show, Straight Shooter, came out and was very critical of Rep Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Jasmine Crockett, two successful uh, individuals. And what he said was something along the lines of, you know, all we see you out here doing, young lady, is being very critical of the president, even disrespectful. Um, you know, and not much legislation is. I mean, what are you doing? How is that helping you? You're a representative in Congress from Texas. How is all this social media attention that you're getting off of criticizing the president? The man won he won the election. He's in office, so wouldn't it be time better spent, just not criticizing the man and trying to work with him to get something for your district, which the district that she's in is pretty much in Texas is it's not doing well, So instead of criticizing the president, this Stephen A. Smith, you're such an accomplished black woman. You've were a lawyer. You had a very accomplished education in Ivy League colleges and stuff like that. Like, why would you be just, criticizing the president and dropping the F bomb and he a piece of S and, all of this that we know Jasmine Crockett has said? Why won't you just reach across the aisle and try to get some things for your constituents in the district that you serve? Now, Jasmine Crockett herself, I don't think responded, but the black community, you know, the community what they like to call it, came out and was not happy with Stephen A. Smith. I mean, you had uh, most notably Willie D of the Ghetto Boys and some lady on I can't remember her name that was saying that he got little D energy and why don't black men stand up and counsel Stephen A. Smith, who was originally a sports, commentator and very, I mean, that's his his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what he came into the game. That's his role. I mean, he's kind of dipping off into politics, and but you're a sports commentator. Um, you're a black man. And this is what the community is saying: is why would you go on a public platform and criticize Jasmine Crockett? What she's doing, you saying because make no mistake, Stephen A. Smith was very firm in saying that I'm gonna just talk about Trump bad, Orange Man bad. He said, and then I'm gonna go home and he like that ain't work. Where's your work? What are you doing to help? Because that's not work. You know what I'm saying? You saying you working for the people, but how is just criticizing Trump work? And they saying, well, that is her job. You know, the Roland Martins and the D.L. Hugleys of the black community are saying, leave her alone. How you gonna tell her how she should do her? That's what she does. And we need somebody to stand up to Donald Trump that ain't no kiss no butt. I mean, even what's his name? Plies, the rapper Plies came out calling Stephen A. Smith. Man, ain't nobody trying to be no house nigga. Ain't nobody trying to be no house nigga like you. Jasmine Crockett, you ain't like us. Jasmine Crockett speak for us. Okay? That's what the community, the black community, is telling Stephen A. Smith. Like, how dare you? Now, I seen the Breakfast Club and other people weigh in on it, and to me, it really speaks to the temperature in America. It speaks to where we are as a culture and where we are as a people. And I want to dive farther into this subject. I'm just doing this video now to kind of set the tone and give my initial thoughts about this. First and foremost, I agree totally with Stephen A. Smith. Not for the reason that people may think. I don't care about Jasmine Crockett and her political theater. She can say whatever she want to say to Donald Trump. She could call him a piece of ish. She could call him whatever she want to do. If she want to do that, because let's make no mistake, Donald Trump says exactly what's on his mind. He says exactly what's on his mind. So I'm not really critical of her opinion. I think that is very unprofessional of her as a black woman. I mean, if you have you're a black man, parent, mother, father, whatever, grandparent, would you want your daughter or granddaughter on national television behaving like Jasmine Crockett? I would not. I just would not want my daughter to be acting like that. I would want her to be more professional. What happened to politicians like Condoleezza Rice? You know what I'm saying? Black women that came out and represented us well. I don't think it's no, and I don't like when some of the stuff Trump does too. I mean, some of the stuff he says, he ain't had to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like politics are just kind of just a joke right now when it comes to the theater part of it. It's like everybody cussing. I'm not really a fan of it, but Jasmine Crockett specifically, the way she goes after Trump, I just think it's a bad look. I don't really care about her talk crazy about Trump. Talk about him all you want to. But on the flip side, what are you doing? While you talking, where's your results? What legislation has Jasmine Crockett put into place for all these black people to be caping for her? Is my question. Like, why is the whole black community coming for Stephen A. Smith and want him canceled? So for that, to me, what it says to me is a black liberal woman, you can't touch her. You can't be critical of them. And you got these beta males that's over here that's co-signing these women that's asking for the cancellation of Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith doubled back and was like, wait a minute, all I did was ask a question. I didn't disrespect her. He did not disrespect Jasmine Crockett. He asked a question, and it was like they not even mad of what he asked. It's the fact that he had the nerve to criticize a black woman, a black Democrat that's in office. She is a politician. So if we could be critical of Trump and everybody else, why she off the? I mean, how she's not? How is she beyond criticism? Whether you like her, dislike her, whatever. I'm not gonna disrespect the sister. I think that you know she's a very. I think that she's a very accomplished woman. If she would use her power and her influence in the direction that Stephen A. Smith is suggesting, I think she'd be way more effective. I think you get way more bees with honey than vinegar. And our politicians, while we going through this government shutdown, at some point somebody got to be an adult in the room and reach across the damn aisle and like, man, we got to work together for the American people, or all y'all get up out of office, because all y'all getting paid during this shutdown while you got people out here that ain't getting paid. If y'all can't come to a resolution by 30 days, all y'all lose y'all seats. They need to put some time limits to this nonsense. How y'all sitting up in here, y'all getting checks, making decisions where other people can't get no money. Price of living in the economy too bad to be playing with people money like this, bro. Y'all over here, I mean, why you got time to be talking crazy to Donald Trump? Y'all need to be working together to figure out what's going to happen. Because this shutdown going on 2 weeks now, you know? But I do want to come with an official video. I'm at work right now, and really sit down and really dissect what was said on both sides and kind of line it up, man, because it's a very interesting situation to see play out. And make no mistake, I don't care. She can talk about Donald Trump till she blue in the face, long as she doing some work to, back it up. Say what you want to say. Donald Trump gonna say what he want to say. I think it's distasteful. I don't really like when neither one of them do it. You know, I think that the politicians of today are an embarrassment to, what we used to see. Like Democrats and Republicans used to be able to, come to some type of agreement. And even if they didn't like each other's policies, they at least reached across the aisle for situations like this. But man, let me know what you think, man. It's just my initial reaction to it. It's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. We love y'all. And until next time, we should see you soon. Peace and blessings.